What's going on? This is Big G from G Riders, and welcome to another episode of Testing Rides. Today, I'm going to be testing out the 2017 Ram 1500 Quad Cab Laramie. Welcome to the 2017 Ram 1500 Laramie. Known for its rugged look, powerful, and semi-fuel efficient engines. Now in 2017, the Ram is the oldest half-ton truck on the market. But just because it's old compared to the other half-ton trucks does not mean it's worth a look. This truck has a very powerful engine. It has a 5.7 liter Hemi V8 with 395 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. And this truck weighs a hefty 5,200 pounds. But because of its 8-speed transmission, it gets a respectable EPA estimated 15 in the city and 21 on the highway. I drove mostly in the city and I got 15 miles to the gallon. You can't really talk about a truck unless you talk about the towing capacity and the payload. The Ram 1500 Quad Cab 5.7 liter V8 has a towing capacity of 4,200 pounds and a payload of... This Ram is a Laramie, so this is the top trim of the Ram 1500 Quad Cab. So this Ram comes with tons of standard equipment. So this Ram comes with leather, heated and cooled seat, comes with the Alpine premium sound system, comes with the Uconnect 8.4-inch screen with the backup camera, power folding mirrors, LED tail lights, and turn signals and projector headlights, fog lights, and many other standard equipment. And all the standard equipment will only cost you about $45,000, which isn't bad for everything that you get on this model. But for this Ram being the top of the line trim, I would like to see push button starter with the smart key access system and remote starter as standard equipment. Especially you're spending $45,000, that stuff should be standard on here and that should not be optional. Loaded up, this truck can cost $50,000, and over $50,000 you get the sunroof, the navigation, the Ram box options, and many more options. That's not bad price considering this is the extended cab and this is like a top of line truck. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside. Welcome to the inside of the Ram. With the Ram being a $45,000 truck, it's a very nice place to be. All the materials are pretty high quality and it's very comfortable. The interior of the Ram is a very high quality, nice place to be. Up here where you put your elbow is pretty soft, where you can just nicely grab the steering wheel. The steering wheel has a nice feel. It's a nice leather wrapped heated steering wheel, and it's just really, really comfortable to hold on to. The switches are pretty high quality, even though they're the same switches they've used in every single Chrysler product since like 2011. I mean, as you have the power folding mirror switch here. You have a nice dash, this nice stitching up on here in the dash. It looks really good. The nice little wood trim that's here in the center. It's not overkill on the wood. It's just the perfect amount. And then down here is your climate controls and your heated seats, heated steering wheel, and cold seats. The one biggest thing about this Ram interior, the biggest thing that I like about it is this knob here. This is the shifter, and most people don't like it, but I think it's a personal touch to the Ram truck. They're different than any other truck that's out there, and it feels really nice. On some of the lower models, it's just a leather wrap knob, but here in the Laramie, it's like a knurled piece of like aluminum on the edge here. It just feels really cool, and I wish they would integrate more of this type of feel in the cabin. In here in the middle, it has the 8.4-inch Uconnect system. which I think still is probably one of the best infotainment systems on the market right now. Has a backup camera, has everything you need to do, all the control of the car right there in the center. This has the Alpine system, and the amp is right there. So there's many speakers in the car. There's a little subwoofer behind the rear passenger seat, and the sound system bumps pretty good in this car. There's lots of plug-ins and storage in this vehicle. So down here, here's some more storage there. There's a USB port down here that's just for charging phones. You got the 150 watt 3-prong plug-in here, and then you have another like cigarette lighter type plug here, and you also have a USB and an aux jack in the glove box. There's also a storage box here right under, like almost like the airbag cover. It says Laramie. It looks really good. And then you got a glove box right there. Since the seats are cool, you got the perforated leather seats here, and with the Laramie badge inside there. And I got to tell you, these are very comfortable seats. Ram did a great job on these seats. I wish the rest of the products would have seats this comfortable, because I can't say all the seats that are in Chrysler products are this comfortable. Let's take a look at the back seat. All right, so this back seat is not big at all. Just simply because this is not the crew cab. This is the quad cab, which is like an extended cab or a king cab of some other brands. So there's not a whole lot of back seat space. It is definitely big enough for somebody small to get in here, but I have the seat back where I sit. I'm 6'1" and over 300 pounds, and there's not a whole lot of space back here, but it's okay because this truck is not supposed to be a crew cab or anything, so it doesn't need to have a ridiculous amount of back seat space here as an extended cab. Well, what's really nice about the back seat here, it also has a little thing that flips out, so you have a flat load floor. So you just pull the seat up like that, just pull this out like that, and then you got kind of your flat load floor for you to put whatever you need in the back seat here. And also, which is a nice personal touch, there's also like a little LED light there, so you can kind of see what's back here. But it's a nice truck, a really nice truck. All right, let's take it out on the drive. All right, first thing to talk about, how does the Ram drive? Well, the Ram drives like a full-size pickup truck. So it's pretty big on the road. It has a turning radius of a bus and sips gas through a bubble tea straw. So I mean, that's just the overall gist of driving a truck. But you know what? That's what a truck should drive like. And this Ram does not exactly drive like that. Yes, this Ram does feel pretty big on the road. I'm not gonna lie. It's a big full-size truck, but the turn radius is pretty decent. Like this turn radius, this truck has a better turn radius than my 2002 Nissan Maxima had. The gas mileage isn't too bad, considering this has 400 horsepower and weighs 5,000 pounds. 15, 16 in the city and 21 on the highway is pretty good, and that's thanks to the 8-speed transmission. The steering is really light and effortless, so you're never in a situation where you're gonna have to work to turn the steering wheel in this Ram 1500. And the ride is so comfortable. Like, I'm going over bumps right now. Sorry about the camera shaking and making a little bit of noise, but I'm going over bumps right now and it's not hurting my back at all. It feels like I'm almost riding on the cloud. This Ram has a ride of like a full-size SUV, like a Tahoe or Suburban, versus like a full-size truck. And that's something I got to give them high praise for. I want to talk about this transmission on this truck. The transmission is excellent on this truck. You never find, the truck always is in the right gear it needs to be, but sometimes it does take a second for it to downshift and get into the power band. But once it's there, it's ready to go, and it shifts pretty quickly. It is the ZF 8-speed transmission, which is almost in every vehicle out there on the road right now. But in this truck is no different. It shifts perfectly. There's never no lag. It's just ready to go all the time. Only thing I wish is I just recently drove one of the 2017 Charger RTs and the 300C, and then Dodge Durango Dodge Durango, Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I wish the transmission responded fast, just fast like that. So pretty much, if you know about any 8-speed transmissions, if you put like a lot of exhaust on one and you shift, it makes like the dual clutchy noise in between the gears when you shift the gears, and this Ram does not do that. So I just wish that they did that. They programmed the transmission on the Ram to do that when you're hard accelerating. But that's really my biggest complaint about how the Ram drives. The next great thing is about how much power this thing has. Like, I put my foot down and it goes like crazy. You definitely can feel the torque in this truck, and it's excellent. Excellent. I think if you're looking for a big full-size pickup truck, you want a fairly efficient vehicle. You don't want to drive an F-150. You like a truck that looks really macho and strong and powerful. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and keep riding with me. Thanks for watching.